Hello there, Sneaky Gorilla Channel here, and Sneaksy speaking. Let's talk a little bit about blueprints. So that is a huge feature of the game, and especially when you start building bigger, more time-consuming things, it's a way of kind of limiting your losses. It's also a way to be able to transfer cool ships that you've built from one server to your local machine, or sometimes to another server, so you can save some of your work. So in this example, I'm just going to use my little scout here, and I'm in air already. As you can see, I'm in build mode. So you have to be in the structure you want to save a blueprint for. Now, a blueprint will not provide the materials, but what it'll do is it'll provide, if you have all the materials and you hit to use the blueprint, boom, the ship will appear in space. So you don't have to rebuild it again, but you have to have all the materials. Now let's demonstrate a little bit of this. Let's say I have a lot of work in this, like I do in my main ship here, and I want to build a blueprint. So I'm in the ship. You have to be in the ship that you're going to build the blueprint. Hit I, and then we're going to go up to catalog. Now in here, this is the whole server's blueprints. I want to go down to own. These are my own. So these are the ones I have saved on this server. My main one I don't want to lose is the Sneak Knot. It's my big ship. As you can see, I have a numbering convention. My latest is Sneaksot ML90, which is my own naming convention. It just means I view it about 90% done. It's saved at that point. Now, so what we do is the ship that we're in, we hit Save Blueprint of Entered Structure. Here we'd give it a name, like this one would be Scout, and then whatever you want to name it. And we hit OK, and they're free to save. It would save on here. Now, a key point you don't want to miss is you probably, if you're like me, you want it on your local machine on your hard drive. Now, so that if you leave the server, become disillusioned, or just want to play another server, or want to transfer your ship elsewhere, there's a lot of different reasons for it. You want it on your hard drive. Maybe the server shuts down, on and on and on. So this tab here, Save from Multiplayer Server as Local. I'd give it a name here, and then hit OK, and it'll save the blueprint onto my hard drive if it works correctly. Now when you launch the game, and you'll see up on the top of your launcher a Tools tab, and in there you'll see the saved structures, and it puts it, I think, in a folder on your hard drive someplace. I would double check on that if you really are concerned about your blueprints, which I would be. They're important if you build time-consuming ships. So just for the fun, I'll show you how it works. Now when you make a blueprint, the only way you can get your hands on it is to go to a shop. And if you go to a shop, and then you can, at a shop, you can buy the blueprint. It's free right now, but that's where you have to pick them up. Now, for the sake of brevity, so we don't have to run to a shop, I have already one in stock here. Here's a blueprint. This is actually for one of my turrets, the small cannon turret that I have on all over, or quite a bit on my ship, on my big ship here. Here's what it takes, as I mentioned, to build this blueprint. So the blueprints will not provide the materials. I still have to have these materials. But when you have them, you can just hit build or spawn, and it'll just appear using the materials. So I didn't go around getting all the materials, but let's just, for fun, let's just say add all. Okay. Here's what I have on me in my stock. As you can see, I got a ship core, I got docker, I got shield recharge, just how many you have to have. So I'm a good way there, but I would still need to pick up 2 cannon computers, a Bobby AI, and so forth. Once I would have all of these items to 100%, I'd hit spawn, and it would just build automatically and appear near me. So that's a really cool feature. It saves you build time. You still have to have the resources, but it's still doing a lot of the work, so you don't have to rebuild. So that is a nice, just a little summary on blueprints. I would highly recommend, as you put a lot of time into your ships, to get comfortable with them. Another example for using them is of that turret. For example, if I want to put 10 turrets on my ship, I can build one the way I like it, and get a bunch of materials, buy 10 blueprints, and spawn, as long as I got the materials, spawn those 10 and just put them on my ship, rather than build each and every one of them. So blueprints, get used to using them if you want. It's a really nice feature. And if anything bad happens to your ship, it gets blown up, or you lose in a battle, or whatever, you make a mistake, you jump into a sun, on and on, you can at least save yourself a lot of time not having to rebuild. You just have to go around and get all the resources for them. So anyway, Sneaky Gorilla out here, and hopefully this was helpful to you.